Good morning. It is February the 27th. Tasty Tuesday is today. We've got some special guests coming up for you. I am Todd Duplantis, and we're live at the HCCTV studios for Up to the Minute this morning. My co-host, he's actually in the other studio this morning, Benjamin Escobar joining me. Benji, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see everybody in Utah. It's a pleasure of being here.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier that today's a special day for you because it's free haircut day over at Central College.
Yeah, and I'm having sort of like a bad hair day today. Like this little thing doesn't go down, so I might have to go over there.
They'll spruce you up. You can go over there
Yeah,
and get a slice of pizza while you're out. Stop at your favorite restaurant and
there you go.
do that as well.
We'll do all that on the
Well,
clock.
we've got a good show for the next half hour for you. I know you've got a guest coming up, but we want to thank everyone who's watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube. We're live just about every morning, Mondays through Fridays, when HCC is in session at 10 a.m. But you can catch us, Benji, anytime in social media and on our cable channel.
Yes, we are live on Houston Community College District Facebook page, not Houston Community College, but Houston Community College District, and YouTube. We're also on LinkedIn, X, and our own TV channel, HCCTV, where you can catch a rebroadcast of this show at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Okay, Benji, it is Tasty Tuesday, and for Tasty Tuesday, we're taking a look at a local cooking school who will feature a special celebrity chef for Black History Month. Juan Gonzalez is the cooking school manager for Central Market Houston. Juan, good to see you this morning.
Hi, thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're looking forward to hearing about your classes and your celebrity chef, and we'll be with you in about 10 minutes.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, Benji, I'm going to turn things over to you because you've got another special guest, and we've got a big event coming up later in the week.
Yeah, this might be a familiar face for you. We have Miss Prestage. Welcome back to the show. Fheryl, see if you could turn on your microphone.
Good morning, Benji
There you
and
go.
Todd. Thank you for inviting us to participate in the show this morning. Good to see you all.
Yeah, of course. So you have held a gala annually almost every year, except during COVID, of course. But this year it's going to be different. How is that?
So you're right. We've held a gala literally every year for many years now, and I've served as co-chair with Donnell Cooper. And even during the pandemic, we had galas that were online and remote, which you all helped us out with that tremendously. This year, we're pausing to have a luncheon, a VIP donors luncheon, where we are pausing to celebrate our donors, some of our student recipients, and a few other special guests that are surprise guests that we'll be celebrating as well.
Awesome. Sounds like a great event. And I know every time y'all have like sort of a theme there. What's the theme this year?
So this year, the theme is honoring a legacy of trailblazers in our midst. And so we'll have the gala and honor some trailblazers, some that everyone probably on this call, a few that everyone on the call is familiar with. And we'll be having a luncheon that will take place on leap year day, February the 29th. And it's at 11:30 a.m. and it's at 3100 Main in our auditorium.
Yeah, and I know y'all are doing it different this year. It's not gonna be like that dinner kind of gala thing, or I would say, yeah, what's the dinner before, right? But now it's gonna be like
Yes.
luncheon, and we're trying this out, which I mean, it's great, right?
So yes, this year we wanted to have provide an opportunity for our students to participate. Some of our donors that have been providing us some awesome support for many years now, and also to bring in and celebrate our very own new Chancellor, Dr. Ford Fisher. Dr. Ford Fisher is our first African American woman permanent chancellor for HCC. And on January the 24th, the Houston Community College Board of Trustees selected Dr. Ford Fisher as the 9th chancellor. And so we're pausing to take an opportunity to celebrate Dr. Ford Fisher. In addition to that, we have our Houston Mayor Pro Tem, Council Member Martha Castex Tatum, who happens to be the first African American mayor pro tem, female, And so we have a number of surprise guests that we'll be celebrating.
Yeah, and we're all excited about that. And I know a lot of folks have a lot of questions about things like what is the BHC 100 Club? Can you tell us about that?
We created the BHC 100 Club, Black History Committee 100 Club. And the mission of the 100 Club is to provide college scholarships to outstanding students attending HCC. And you can become a member of the club by donating $100 and agreeing to donate $100 each year annually. And so with that donation, you also receive some benefits throughout the year from the club. This year, one of the benefits is with that donation, you are afforded a ticket to the luncheon. And so throughout the year, we try to make some priority seating to benefits and some other surprise gifts that we afford some of our donors. And this year, with the renewal of 100 Club donors, everyone will receive a ticket to the luncheon.
Okay, awesome. And tell us about some of those opportunities that those students can get on that scholarship, the Black History Committee scholarship.
Oh my. And as a result of Donnell Cooper, my co-chair's interview that you all did with him earlier this month, we right shortly after that, after he completed the HCCTV episode, we had requests from about 5 students that were desperately in need of some funding, and they had exhausted other funds and didn't have an opportunity to get access to funds that they needed to complete programs and classes. And so we were able to have funds readily available to help them out. We've served as kind of a stopgap, if you will, to prevent students from having to stop out for a year or a semester. And so we've been able to afford many students that are desperately in need of funds, that don't have other options. We've been able to provide them that option. We've been able to provide students options for purchasing technology and other tools that they need to finish their programs. And one of the populations that we're focusing on now is our what we refer to as our Silver Eagle population. And so those would be students that are in need of funding and support for programs that are age 50 and above. And so we have an opportunity, thanks to our gracious donors, to help a number of students that are in need.
Well, thank you so much for your amazing work. As an HCC student, I can say, I mean, it makes me proud to be part of a school that just accepts everybody and everybody has an opportunity here. So that's great to hear. Is there any students that you would say that are kind of like an example that you could remember that have been part of this scholarship? Can you tell us about maybe one of them?
Yes, and actually, for those that are attending the luncheon, you'll get to meet some of those students.
Awesome.
And we'll also present them as part of the program. But one student in particular who sent an email and a thank you note, just thanking us because she was going to have to drop out for a year. And possibly not, come back and continue her program. Yeah. And so she has graciously sent us a number of thank you notes, kind of stays in touch with the committee. She's been able to direct some other students to us when they were in need of help as well. And so we have students that are out there, numbers of them, and some of them, again, that you'll be able to meet personally at the luncheon. So we look forward to highlighting some of those students. But we definitely have many students that we've been able to support, and they've even provided us information and sent us information when they've completed their studies. So we look forward every year to this, and this year we'll take the opportunity to celebrate some of those students as well.
Yeah, y'all must feel so proud and happy of these students who've gone through this, right? I mean, it just
Oh,
gives you
absolutely.
that, a good sense of like you're doing something good, I guess you could say. So finally, just tell us how people can purchase tickets once again and sponsorship information for the event and all that good stuff.
Oh, absolutely. So you can go to the foundation website, and information that we're sharing also through social media, that with QR codes, and you can click, but you can go to the HCC Foundation website to donate, and any donation will afford you a ticket to the luncheon. And so you don't have to purchase a ticket per se. Any donation will allow you, will add you to our list of RSVP attendees for the luncheon. And for our donors that are out there, we have that same option for them to donate as well. And so when you go to the site, to the HCC Foundation website, and Black History Club Affinity Group, you will have an opportunity to donate via that site, donors and those that are intending or would like to attend the luncheon as well.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Fheryl Prestage. She is the Chief Information Officer and Vice Chancellor of IT, also co-chair of the Black History Committee. We'll have all of your info in our post after the show, so thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. You all have a good day. Thank you.
Too.
All right, thank you both. We're going to switch gears just a bit because it's Tasty Tuesday, and we're joined by Juan Gonzalez. He is the cooking school manager for Central Market Houston, and they've got a special celebrity chef joining them in celebrating Black History Month. Good morning, Juan. Good to see you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, before we get started, because I know you got a demo, we're looking forward to seeing that. But tell us a bit about this Chef Kwame who's going to be joining you.
Yes, so we're really excited that we have an opportunity to have Chef Kwame do a demonstration for Central Market, and it's free for everyone. Chef Kwame was a top chef contestant a few seasons ago. Awesome, very charismatic, great skills in food, and just very passionate about what he does. He is currently based out of New York, has a restaurant, Tatiana, there, which was named the #1 restaurant by the New York Times and Pete Wells back in 2022. So it's an amazing restaurant, great chef, has a lot of great information, and it's free to the public, and it's all going to be online. And the great thing about it is you can cook along with him.
Well, we're going to have the information in that in our social media post after the show so people can join you. Moving on to Central Market's cooking schools, I know you've got a demo you're going to be doing for us, but first, who's your target audience that you're looking for when you're trying to bring people out? I imagine, is it in person and online as well?
So most of our classes that we offer here at the Houston Central Market are in person. We offer 2 types of classes, hands-on as well as demonstration style classes. But our target audience is everyone. From kids to adults to beginners to expert cooks, anyone is our target audience. We meet everyone wherever you are in your cooking journey.
Let's go. I know you've got a demo, so let's go ahead and get started with that. And I've got a few other questions we'll do while you're doing it. What are you going to be preparing for us this morning?
So I wanted to do something kind of springy as we're starting to get into spring, and I'm doing a farfalle pasta with some prosciutto and some spring peas, which is still a little, not too light, but also not too heavy as we come away from the winter months. So basically my ingredients that I'm going to start with, obviously the pasta, the farfalle pasta, which is kind of like the bow tie pasta as we know it here in America. I have some prosciutto, which I've sliced up, some onions, as well as some peas, as we like to call them spring peas, as well as some heavy cream and basil, fresh basil that I'll be using for that. So Parmigiano Reggiano cheese already grated, ready for us, and some olive oil.
I do a lot of cooking myself, and I always find that, when you're using those fresh herbs, that really changes the whole game of the whole dish.
Oh, absolutely. And when we're using fresh herbs, it's really important that we use them at the end of the cooking process.
Right.
Yeah. So because they're very delicate, right? So we want to make sure that we use them at the end of the actual cooking process. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And basically what I have is all of my ingredients already measured out. We call that mise en place. And that just makes the cooking process a lot easier. So I prep everything out, chop, measure everything, and have it all ready for me to start cooking. And in this pan, I already started to cook the onions, as you can see.
Right.
And like I said, it's really important that we start with a hot pan and add oil to the pan while it's hot, not cook the oil with the pan. That way the oil doesn't have the tendency to burn. If you're using butter instead, you want to melt the butter with the pan. So cold butter, cold pan, oil with hot pan. So as I'm cooking and kind of just changing the color of the onion, I've already crisped up some of the prosciutto that I cooked earlier. And then I added the onion. So I took out the prosciutto, added the onion, kind of cook that up a little bit. And I'm just going to re-add the prosciutto there. And I'm going to save some here for a garnish. So this is all going to be part of the sauce. Once I have that all kind of cooked up and ready, I'm just going to add some heavy cream to this and let that start to cook. Now, of course, in the process, I have also already started cooking my pasta, which I've cooked. And the great thing about this recipe is I can cook the pasta ahead of time and then just let it sit. So I don't have to make it all at once. But if I am, it'll all just work out because it takes about 10 minutes for the pasta to cook. And the way that we check the pasta is not by throwing it on the wall, right? You hear a lot of families that throw the pasta on the wall. If it sticks to the wall, then it's ready. The best way to test it is to taste it and taste to see if it's al dente, which means that it's to the tooth. It still has a little bite to it. It's not too soggy, too soft, and obviously it's not too crunchy either. So
do you salt your pasta water or no?
Absolutely. So I do salt the pasta water. Some people say it needs to taste like the seawater, the ocean. It's really up to you. For a pound of pasta, when you fill up your pot, you want to probably do about a tablespoon of
right.
salt. The other thing you don't want to do is oil your pasta or your pasta water. A lot of people think that putting oil to it is a great thing. Remember, I want to make sure that my sauce sticks to the pasta. So if I oil the pasta is not, it's going to be very slick and it's not going to stick. All right.
This looks like a perfect dish if you're having guests over. You can do some your prep work before, but still dazzle them by finishing it off for, yourself.
Yeah, really quick and dazzle them. I mean, when you're having a party at a dinner party, you want to be a part of the dinner party. You don't want to be cooking the whole time that everyone else is having a glass of wine or just chit-chatting. So be a part of the party and do as much as you can ahead of time, and then finish off the dish right before you serve it.
Yep.
So to this, I've already added my peas. You want to season with some salt and pepper. So I always want to season my sauce, but keep in mind, the pasta is already a little, not salty, but it has some salt to it because of the fact that the water was salted.
And you've got the prosciutto in it too, as well.
I have the prosciutto in there, which is salty as well, yes. So, and I'm also going to add some of the cheese, which is just as salty. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this off since it's cooked enough. Like we said earlier, I'm going to add some basil just to give the sauce some flavor. And
now, as far as the pasta itself, can you cook it far ahead of time and then reheat it up, or is it better to do it? What is the rule there?
Oh no, you can cook this the night before. If you wanted to make the pasta the night before, you can cook it. And if you wanted to, if you still have your water, your pasta may stick a little bit. Here, just dip it back in the water real quick, just real quick. Take it back out again, and it'll completely unstick. And it'll be ready for it to go into your sauce. And so that's basically what I'm going to do here is just hit unstuck, add it to my pasta, to the sauce, And I'm going to save some of this pasta water because I may need it if I need to thin out the sauce or make sure it mixes all up. And just give it a nice little toss in here.
Very simple. And when you think of the ingredients, you got prosciutto, heavy cream. You were using some oil, some onions, and the peas at the end. It's really what you get 5-6 ingredients.
Yeah, very simple, really quick. Doesn't take a whole lot of ingredients. And our ingredients you can actually find, at your store. I'm going to go ahead and place all of this into a bowl that we're going to be using, that you can use for your dinner.
Yep.
Very nice, colorful with the green peas. And make sure all that sauce is in there. The sauce is thickened up a little bit, so I didn't need any pasta water. I'm gonna just add some of my Parmigiano Reggiano cheese.
And I would also imagine that you could add things to your taste, like if you want to use grape tomatoes, or you want to add maybe if you're like spicy things, you might want to dice up some jalapeno and throw it in there. You could probably do some variations with this too, right?
Oh, absolutely. If you wanted to add some more vegetables, you could use bell peppers, colorful bell peppers, any type of pepper as well. But tomatoes is great also. If you wanted to add some, maybe some mozzarella cheese at the end, maybe instead of cream, you just wanted to use oil and toss it as a more of a summer salad.
Yeah.
If you're going to take it to a picnic or whatever. But this is the final product, and it's just beautiful. It's appetizing. It's delicious, quick, and everyone is going to love it. And just if you were in here, you could smell all these flavors. It's amazing.
I know. Yeah, you made us all hungry now. Benji, I think, has already left the station, and he's headed to get some food right now. So
yeah, awesome. Yeah.
Juan Gonzalez, he is the, before we go, I know you guys have a program called the Community Investment Program. Maybe real briefly, we've got about a minute and a half. You can tell us a bit about that program.
Yes, absolutely. So we are very invested with our community, and we want to, be a part of the community because the community has always been so great to us as well. So you are able to, if you're looking for a way to collaborate with Central Market or HEB, just go online, Central Market, click on the Talk to Us link. It'll give you some information, some applications you can fill out, and we'll, after reviewing them, contact you and do whatever we can to collaborate with whatever community initiatives you have.
Juan Gonzalez, he is the cooking school manager for Central Market Houston. We appreciate you being here this morning. That looks amazing. We wish you continued success, and we will have all of the information on your cooking school in our social media post after the show.
Yes, thank you. Please come and visit us sometime.
Absolutely. Thanks, Juan.
Thank you.
All right, Benji, you learned a new dish there. I think this would be a good idea for you to possibly look into cooking for your girlfriend.
Cooking, or even taking one of those classes as a date.
Oh, yeah.
Nice too.
I've heard that's a good thing for couples to do too.
Yeah.
So maybe you should do that.
Yeah.
All right, Benji. We always give you good tips here on the show.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to, we've got a few announcements we're going to get to. One of them, the last lecture today for the Frederick Douglass series, that's ending today. Noon today, Tuesday, February 27th. It's happening at the Spring Branch campus. The Student Life Office of HCC's Northwest College is celebrating Black History Month with a Frederick Douglass lecture series that ends today with Professor Sybil Davis discussing the Black Panthers. She was on the show last week. Incredible story there. Make sure you join her later on today. Also, we've got a talent engagement roadshow that's happening as well, Benji.
Yes, the first roadshow of the spring semester promises to be packed with valuable information as well as treats, giveaways, and prizes. This will take place today, Tuesday, February 27th, and the first class would be, I would say, Social Security from 10 to 11:30 a.m., which is happening right now. Then we have the ABCs of compensation and market study information from 1 to 2 p.m. This will all take place at the Central Campus at the Harmon Building Learning Hub. Check out our post after the show for more info.
Financial literacy series is happening. Discussing your money with partners is always a difficult task. Student Life wants to help students learn some healthy ways to handle money issues in relationships and how to protect yourself when it happens in your life. You must use your HCC email address to register and participate, but it's 2 p.m. Tuesday, February 27th. That's today at Coleman College. Check our post after the show for more information. And we're also having conversations on mental health as well, Benji.
Yes, to spread awareness about mental health, counseling, and ability services. We'll offer a workshop to discuss the increase in mental health issues and how it relates to homelessness, suicide, ideation, Title IX, and other issues. This will take place Friday, March 1st, virtually from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Check out our post after the show for more info to register.
You know our Chancellor, Dr. Margaret Ford Fisher. You've met her a few times, right?
Of course. She's a lovely person.
She is scheduling 1-hour listening tours across the district. She wants to hear updates on HCC priorities, successes, and to provide your feedback. Your thoughtful responses will help to guide the Chancellor as she reviews institutional goals and priorities. To help the college prepare, please complete the informative survey provided in our post after the show. The first chats will be 9 a.m. Tuesday and Wednesday, March 19th and 20th, HCC Central College and Southwest College. And then 1 p.m. Wednesday, March 20th at Coleman College. The deadline to respond is this Friday, March 1st. More of these listening tour locations will be announced later on, but those are the first few, and we'll have some more information in our post after the show. Real quickly. Yeah. If you haven't registered for classes, what are you waiting for? You can still get some credits in before the end of the semester. We are already halfway through it. Spring break's coming up in a couple of weeks. So if you want to get some credit hours in, we've got 5 ways to learn. Go to hccs.edu/apply for all your registration needs. Izzy Anderson, our Vice Chancellor of Human Resources, she'll be joining us to discuss the Talent Engagement Roadshow. That's going to be later this week. And we'll also have a closeout Black History Month with the Galveston artist Reginald Adams returning to talk about his Absolute Equality mural. So all that and more later on in the week. And I think we got Film Friday coming up as well. I know that's one of your favorites because you watch every Friday, don't you, Benji?
I watch every day, actually.
Oh, you do every day?
And then I have notes that I don't give to anybody, but I make notes on things we should, improve on. But
yeah, well, good. Well, when you make sure you run those by me too. I'd like to hear them. Okay.
Of course, yeah, most definitely. Right. I'll do that.
All right, Benji, we'll see you next week. We'll see all of you tomorrow, live 10 a.m. right here for Up to the Minute.